play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Young with a give to Sanders. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Steve Young. It's complete to Watt. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd down, back to Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Third and short yardage, Young. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Young to throw on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Young will set to throw. Completes it to Watt. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Young. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Young to throw it. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. Touchdown, Eagles! Alan Lazard from 8 yards out. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, we have the scoreless 1st quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the 1st quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
A carry for Foreman, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And he is going to have the Niners 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Geno. And that's complete to Gates. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Foreman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Now it's Smith. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the 49ers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And Young's throw there incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw for Young. He's going deep for Brown. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Young. They'll roll him out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the 49ers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Play action. It's Smith. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Terrell Suggs able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Foreman. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
They'll run with Foreman. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd down, Foreman. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Young. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They'll run on 1st down. Foreman, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They run again with Foreman. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Geno. And that is incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
On 4th down, Smith. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by a former Niner legend in Ronnie Lott. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And what a return. He's all the way down to the 30.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Up the middle they go. Foreman. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 27, Smith. And his throw here's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
On 3rd down, Foreman. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. After the run by Foreman, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's a run now with Kittle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Geno's going to throw. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes left side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Young. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for two. And now the lead stays at 5. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Smith now to throw.
And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Foreman. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now Smith. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Young to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
Caught by Gates, left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Now it's Smith. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Smith. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's brought down.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside